Yo, welcome back to a new week in the life, weekly vlog type video, type update, type anything, whatever you would like to call it. Now, today's week has been, I gotta be honest with you guys, man. That's why I started this whole channel to be transparent and be realistic about the journey. I literally feel like I've burnt off. Like, I feel like I hit like a threshold. And then after that, I just completely fell off. I got too comfortable. One, and I just ended up just completely falling off. Like I made around like consistently like 5K a month USD, which is if you look at it based on the average in Norway, where I currently am, or anybody average my age, that is pretty insane. Like obviously if you compare it to the internet guru type people or anybody doing shit on the internet, it's very, very small numbers. But if you compare it to the average person, average age, my age, 19, like almost 20 age years old, people, they don't make this amount of money. So what happened is once I started making that amount of money, I got very comfortable. And what I mean by comfortable is that I thought that I had made it. I thought that I'm done, I'm set. So I kind of slowed down. And that is one of the reasons why you have these oscillatory like ups and downs where you're like consistently like either two up, two down like this. We're like sometimes having, well, sometimes you're feeling like, oh shit, it's going well. And then when things don't go well, like this. And what you gotta do is you gotta find a balance. And I've just now figured this out that I gotta work on this, which I still haven't really figured out how to do, but I know like how I'm gonna go ahead and do it, and I'm gonna try to fix this is by just looking at all the highs where I'm doing well and be like, good, but it's not enough. Let's keep going, right? And then looking at all the lows and be like, it's fine, let's keep going, right? Because what happens then is that on the top, when you're doing very well, when you're signing clients, you're doing well on sales, you're doing well on outreach and all that good stuff, you're having a lot of wins, you're like, this is not enough, so let's keep going. So you're not really settled with the amount you're pushing and with the results you're getting. So you're always pushing yourself to more. So this is just like a standard type thing. It's not like, oh shit, I've made it now, or I've put myself a goal. Oh shit, I've done that. Like it's fine now, right? I can relax now. That's something you never want to do because that literally leads to entropy, leads to the death of your business, which is something you never want to do. Never be too comfortable. Just as Future said, too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable, man. Don't do it. Like learn from my mistakes, please. And then the other thing is when it's going very bad and when things aren't going well, you got to be like, it's fine. Come on, let's go. Like you still got to go. And that with that in mind, you're going to be always on this happy medium. You're going to be in the middle of these doubts and on these oscillatory like cycles, and you're never going to be like too kind of too hyper about it or too bad about too kind of sad about something that isn't really working out. Reason I want to talk about that is because I started my journey in September with my agency. So it's been September, October, November, December, January, February, right? It's just the start of March now. So a total of 6 months. And I just stayed at 5K a month. I haven't scaled to like 10K a month, 15K a month, anything like just literally 5K a month. Which is not where I want to be, not where I expect it to be, but it is where I deserve to be. And that is a very, 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 very big like difference between where I want to be, where I should be, than where I deserve to be. Because you only deserve to be where you deserve to be based on what you've done. And I have certainly not done enough to be at 10K a month, 20K a month, and I know that. I know that. And that's why I'm here to just take accountability, talk about it, and tell you guys about literally what you don't want to do. So the title of this video will be Face the Resistance with Consistency, which is literally what I just want to do. Reason being is that I'm having a lot of resistance lately because I haven't been doing the work. I've shied away from the work. I've been too comfortable and literally thought that I've made it so that now once I'm going to start doing the work again, I feel like it's just like impossible. And it's funny because I saw this like interview with Cristiano Ronaldo the other day, and like as you guys know, literally the goat of soccer, football, whatever you guys I call it, football, whatever you guys like to call it, don't really care about it. If you're a Messi fan, like You gotta go therapy, man. But anyways, Ronaldo, absolute GOAT. And he literally just said something in the lines of what he said was that I can give you a map. I can give you a map of exactly how you can come to exactly how you can be like I am, but you won't do it. And he even talked about like he even mentioned it himself, like we're all humans, like we all have days where we don't want to do shit. We all have days where we want to do shit. We all have days where we're pretty much up and down and we still got to do it, right? He doesn't want to go to the gym every day, but he has to. And he does, right? He does. He shows up to the gym every single day. And I guess where I'm kind of going with this is the fact that there's a lot of similarities between like the largest in any type of industry and yourself, like us small fishes, just kind of trying to grab a bit, a little bite of like the bigger pie. There's such like a big market out there. There's such a huge like I don't know where I'm going with this, but guys, like literally face the resistance with consistency. That is what I want to do as well. That is what I'm working on doing. And I'm actually going to prove it to you guys. I'm going to show you my metrics for cold calling, for example, and I can just quickly like let you guys know, like it was crazy. Like literally the first initial weeks when I started cold calling, when I initially started my business, I was going crazy, bro. I was pumping those numbers, and literally now it's like I've become too comfortable. Um, but I know what I got to do now, and I've kind of put the expectations of like not making any type of. So I got a black coffee here. It's very important, guys. I already set the expectation for myself of not making any money the first year or two or three. Like you gotta be willing to do that. Not that you're gonna start becoming lazy like I kind of did here, but you want to just understand that even though you put your head down, even though you like focus 100%, you gotta be willing to not be able to make anything um until like a few years. You gotta be willing to do that. You gotta be willing to be able to put up for the risk. And yes, I'll be honest with you guys. Sometimes it just really, I don't know what the word is for it, but it really search it up, bro. Uh, Come on, man. It really I'm really tempted sometimes to literally just start a normal job, like because all my friends are doing it, all everybody around me is doing it, right? I don't have people around me that are doing well with like the business side of things, so I just kind of result back to like I just feel like I'm kind of off. I feel like I'm kind of back. Even though I'm doing very well, alhamdulillah, with my business, but I feel like I'm very back. I feel like I'm very like behind type of thing, right? I feel like, okay, so he's studying, oh, he's working, he's making money, and I'm not, right? I am making money, but I'm just reinvesting it all in my business and my time and all of that. And right now I'm just wasting it. Like literally the whole of February, I wasn't able to do any work. And it's understandable. Like first of all, I shouldn't have taken that first trip that I took for those first 5 days. Shouldn't have taken that. But after that, I like unfortunately some stuff happened in my family which you can't really control, which is completely fine. I'm not saying that that is a thing where you're like fuck, man, I shouldn't have done this or I should have worked. Like it happens, like stuff you can't control. But what I could control is when I came back. Still haven't done that. But I know I can. I know I can, and that's like the most important part where you kind of just sit into realization that like literally you're the only one that can change this. You're the only one that made this, and you're the only one that can change it. Like literally, if I'm looking at myself right now and I'm like, bro, me myself like 6 months ago didn't know anything about this. I was able to sign 5 clients, even though five is nothing, but 5 clients, having them on a monthly retainer, month by month, making 5 grand a month. I was able to do that. Why can't I have 30 clients? Why can't I have 20 clients? Why can't I have 10 clients? Like literally, why can't I just double that? Like I can. And that's the thing. I can. And the only thing stopping me from doing it is actually myself, my work, right? Which is just like it's the reality of the destination, man. This shit's not easy, man. And it's not how glamorous and how kind of shiny they make it on the internet. Like, yeah, if everybody got 10 grand a month or 5 grand a month in the account and literally just didn't have to do anything, it would be super fun. But like you're working your ass off. You're working as if you deserve to make like six figures a year, bro. But like you're not there yet, right? I mean, there's steps to this shit, right? To be honest, I'm willing. Like I'm only 19 now. 19, you can say 19 and a half. My birthday is in like fucking 6 months or something, 5 months. And I'm willing to just risk it all, like until I'm like, obviously 22, 23, I want to move to Dubai, right? 21, 22, like 22, 23, 2.5 years, 3 years from now, I want to move to Dubai. I want to just reside there. And I definitely believe that by then I'll definitely have a business that is doing at least 30K a month consistently. That way I can do that. But it's just sticking through these difficult times. But yeah, I mean, if I want to leave you guys with one thing, is just literally just facing the resistance with consistency. And that's what I'm going to do this coming week. Um, Resulting back into just doing numbers because it's all just a numbers game, guys. To be honest with you guys and everybody that's watching this, like it's all a numbers game. That's all it is. Business is a numbers game. Like if you could just backtrack everything, like I believe I wrote this out on a Google Doc earlier today. Mm, yes. So if we think about it, like I can tell you guys one thing, like in September and October, when I used to do a lot of cold calls, I was only able to hit like, I would say 50 calls in an hour, 60 calls in an hour average. And I used to do 5 hours of cold calling, minimum, absolute standard, right? I would not stop until I hit 300 dials in a day. That was just my go-to. And I did that for 2 months. Obviously, built myself up, got the skills enough to actually sign those clients and go from there. And then I completely just fell off, literally. Um, but what that makes me think is that if I was able to do it and I'm a lot better now, I could do even a lot more and I can do a lot more. Now that I even do use a dialer, a different type of dialer, I'm able to hit it in a lot less time. So literally by just cold calling for 4.5 hours, I get approximately 100 pickups. So that's 100 conversations. If you times that by like the minimum standard I have for myself is 7.5% ABR. But even if I did a 5% ABR, that's 5 appointments booked minimum, right? And then you do that 5 days a week, which is Monday to through Friday, you have 25 appointments booked in a week. And then if I'm able to book in 10 a week from cold SMS, that's like a total of like 35 a week, right? And then if you do that 35 times 40%, which is my show up rate on average, 14 show ups, and then 14 times 70%, which is based on the qualified calls, 10 qualified calls a week, times four, 40 qualified calls a month. Even if I had like a shit 7% sales conversion rate, I would have gotten 2000 MRR. And that is just in 1 month. And then after that, obviously, you improve with sales, you improve with this, you improve with this. But what happened with me is I got complacent. So I did it once, like in a month, like I did a lot of these cold calls. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my phone off like the stand here and I'm gonna just film with my phone the rest of the video. And I'm gonna go through like the results and kind of what happened. And then I'm gonna show you guys exactly based on the metrics and exactly based on like you can actually see in data, like data, whatever it is, what actually happened and kind of just see kind of where I'm gonna be bouncing back from, kind of where I'm at with the situation. So I'm gonna stop the recording here and just pick up back from my phone and then I'll catch you guys there. All right, guys, currently on the phone. So let's see here if I can go ahead and get this set up correctly. Okay, so we're seeing here my cold calling metrics. Let's actually go to the dashboard first. That way it makes it a lot. Okay, so this one is just completely done for us. We're not gonna go in this. All right, let's just go September, all right? So you guys can see literally, what I told myself is that Saturdays and Sundays, I'm gonna do 200 dials. And then the rest of the days, I'm gonna do 300 every single day. And as you can see, I was able to do it 300, 300, 300, and then I got sick here, but then I started doing 200 again. And then I did 200, 300, 300, 300, 300, 300, 200, literally 25 appointments booked that week. Boom, did it again, but then only skipped the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, boom, 16 appointments booked in a day. And with not a lot of conversations at all. Like this is merely what I hit now. And it was with a 4%, 415 ABR. But then here you can see again. So I kind of dropped doing like Saturdays and Sundays, but I still did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I literally just dropped there and did this. So total for like the month, I did 6,700 dials and 85 appointments booked in a month. Then let's go to October. Here, let's just do here 7542, 73 total books, so like minus 10. But then still here, look, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday I skipped out, I don't know why, but Sunday, Monday, boom. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then we kept going, boom, boom. Saturday, skipped again, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, skipped Monday. So here, 15 this week, 18 this week, 22. And you can just literally see me like doing the same thing until here, like literally here. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday skipped, and then Monday. And here I don't know what happened, but I fell off like a lot of, what was it? A lot of non-qualifieds were not interested. And then here a lot of my numbers went to spam. But like either way, the thing is that I sticked to it. Like I still did what I had to do. Fast forward to November, still kept going 300, 300, 300, 300, 300. Kept going, boom, 300, 300, 300, 300, 300. This week, I don't know what happened here. Like on Tuesday, yeah, like numbers were probably spam, so I wasn't even able to talk to people and stuff like that. So I didn't get any appointments, but still, we kept going with the dials. And then if you guys can see here, I got very comfortable. I was testing stuff here. That was also the real thing. But then here we got very comfortable. I started testing dialers, and like literally this week kind of fell off, 10 appointments a week. And then boom, I got 20 a week because I was testing some stuff and I was able to test it and it actually worked out. But then again, this was obviously the last week. And then December, I stayed a little bit consistent. I stayed consistent 2011, but here you can see I start skipping a lot of days. These obviously I skipped. And obviously this was around December, so holidays was coming up. And then I skipped like the holiday season, and then Sunday, Monday skipped again. And then January, you can see here the amount of dials I do like kind of decreased. Like I did a lot here. I got like 10 booked, and then I had like 3 more days in the week where I just completely didn't do shit. Right, it was New Year's, so I kind of just fell out on that. And then Wednesday I didn't do anything, Monday I didn't do anything. Here just literally 28 conversations, 36, 47, which is absolutely nothing. Again, here again, and then here again. I don't know what happened here, just completely fell off. Again, here, same thing. This was the time I like kind of went away, I traveled, and then February came around, was able to do one day of calling, and then absolutely nothing after that, and then a few days last week. Don't know why I didn't do more, but boom, fast forward, we're in March. Starting from tomorrow, which is Monday. Why is this one dark? Let's just fix this real quick. Okay, there we go. But yeah, literally just now starting off, and then we're gonna see we're gonna change it a lot based on, but as you guys can see, just look at this. Appointments booked 85. This is September. October 73. November 49. December 58, January 28, February 8. So if you guys can just see that, it's like a complete decrease in the amount of things I've kind of put in, and it all just comes down from the inputs. It all just comes down from the amount of calls I'm doing, which then results into how many calls actually show up, which then results into how many calls that show up that I actually speak with, aka sales calls, and then that results into actual closings, which is literally the foundation of my business. So if I'm missing the core thing, which is, let me go ahead and just draw this out for you guys, that way it makes a little bit more sense. If you have down here, let me show you guys. So if you have like the pipeline like this, and you have the amount of, like, the number one thing is outreach, right? The number one thing is outreach, because that is where all these people are just going to fall into the pipeline, right? And then you obviously have your show up rate, which is from the appointments you book. And then it kind of just falls down, 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 and then sales conversion rate. But then if you don't do this, outreach part, you're not going to get anybody in here. So everything is just going to like ruin itself. But if you do a lot of these, you're going to get a lot of show ups, and you're going to get a lot of sales calls booked, and then you're going to get better at sales automatically, which is where I just got complacent. So as you guys can see, literally the only times I did a lot of work was in September, October, and that is where I signed my clients, right? And I did do a lot of testing, like I started off with YouTube and stuff like that, which just completely fell off. But kind of what I want to get to here is the fact that
that is what it takes. That is what it results into. That is what happens. So what I'm going to do now is honestly just, it was kind of cool filming it like this, but what I'm going to do now is just literally just lock in a different way. Like, I'm talking like locking in like crazy, like I've never done before. So let's see here if I can just put this up here. Yeah, so we're just going to start doing it like crazy. Yeah, so I'm just going to pretty much just face the resistance with consistency. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to face the resistance with consistency. And I'm really looking forward to next week, guys, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you guys exactly how it went and how, like, now I literally got to just stay true to my word. Because it's out there, guys. I'm talking to YouTube. Yes, might not be a lot of people watching this, but you guys will know, and I will know myself that crazy pants, right? But I will know myself that I promised something and I didn't stay true to it. So it's going to be fun. We're going to see next week, Sunday. I'm going to film another video, guys, and I'm going to talk with you guys on exactly how that went. And literally, we're just going to see the difference based on when you lock in and when you don't lock in. And it's just going to be like day and night difference, literally. But all right, guys, appreciate you watching the video. Hope you guys can leave a like and then subscribe as well if you guys would like to. And then also just leave a comment if you guys have any questions, anything, any support, any help, or anything like that. Just feel free to leave them in the comments and I can just help out as many as I can. Yeah, anything else, yeah, feel free to let me know, guys. Any video ideas, whatever you would like. And then thank you for watching. I will see you guys and talk with you guys next week. Alrighty, guys, peace out.